I just got ready to go to the hospital, right? So this is my second antenatal visit. We have an appointment by 11, but I'm already running late. I'm supposed to be going with my husband, and but I have to go to the hospital and wait for him because he had an emergency meeting at his workplace. So I'll be heading to the hospital right now. My face is kind of dull. I woke up from sleep before taking my place. I've been sleeping a lot these days. I don't know, for the past 2 or 3 days or so. I've been sleeping a lot. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm having a pains. I'm having a slight pain, not much. I'm having a slight pain down here. So probably when I get to the hospital, I might show you guys around. I don't know if my strength will be able to handle that because right now I feel really tired. I don't even feel like going out. But I had to go. But if I didn't, definitely I will try and give you guys a heads up on how the whole hospital visit went about. Okay, so I guess I'll see you guys. Okay. Thank you. Today is 26th February. I'm supposed to have done like give you a hint about what happened at the hospital because since then I've not been able to document anything. So I went for my last hospital appointment on 22nd of February 2024. So and I was not able to like give you any hints about what happened at the hospital. So I got to the hospital and unfortunately uh, my husband couldn't meet up. He couldn't meet up, and at a point I actually asked him to stay back because there was no point for him to come. The moment I came in, I was attended to, so there was no need for him to come. So I asked him to stay back. So one of the things that happened at the hospital, I got there, I met a different nurse because in that hospital, the nurses there are in charge of the antenatal care. So they checked my BP like they did the first time. After checking my BP, they checked my weight. Right after checking my weight, okay, they also checked my tummy to make sure that I'm not having any pains. So they touched my belly and asked me if I'm feeling any pains. So after that, they checked for the first time. Actually, they checked the should I say the size of my abdomen. They used one. They used a tape and one iron like that. I don't know the name. They used it to place on my abdomen and check the size of the abdomen. So that's basically what they did. And they also sent me to where I would take tetanus vaccine. I took tetanus vaccine that day. I don't know if you guys somewhere here. So because I read about malaria vaccine, I asked them about the malaria vaccine, and they told me that it's not in Africa, that is in Europe, that I can find something like that. So they gave me tetanus vaccine. I think I'll be taking more of the vaccine because they asked me if it's the first time that I've taken the vaccine, and I said yes. So after that, they gave me my first appointment, my next appointment rather. Say my next appointment is on 21st of March. So on 21st of March, I'll also be heading to the hospital for my next appointment. So yeah, the hospital visit went well, went super well. And the only challenge was that I started having pains like here, my arm started paining me like for 2 straight days. After the hospital visit, I was very tired. I branched to my friend's place. I branched to my friend's place and I slept up there. So when my husband came back and called that he's at home, I had to like start coming back. And the next day, I went to the market. I went to the market and Ego kept warning me that I shouldn't be carrying something on that very hand because the injection, I took the injection on my right. And when I mean the injection, I mean the vaccine, the tetanus vaccine. I took it on my right arm. So she mentioned something like you shouldn't be carrying something on that hand, oh babe. And she also warned me ahead that that tetanus injection is usually painful. But when I first had the injection, like at the hospital, and from hospital to her house, I wasn't feeling like any unusual pain that you do not feel when you take injection. Like the normal pain I felt was the slight pain, like the needle pain, that something actually entered. I wasn't feeling any unusual pain. And I was like, thank God, this one is not painful. I'm not experiencing any pain. Only for moments later, guys, I started having like serious pains on my arm. It's not like I carried heavy something, because I'll just buy things in bits and then place it somewhere at a customer's place. Then at the end of the day, when I was done, I will now call someone that will help me carry it to the place I'm going to get a bike to come home. Now, I came back from the market and it became worse. Like it became worse. It became worse. Okay. That day I went to the church. I went to evening program, the normal Friday program. And I was all excited, praying, thanking God, and lifting my hands up. At a stage, I noticed that I couldn't lift my hands anymore. Like I couldn't lift, especially this very hand. I couldn't lift it. Guys, I'm okay now. If I could not raise this hand, like raise this hand up, it was that bad. I came back home. I was telling my husband, I said, I'm feeling so much pain on that arm, that I don't know if it's because of what I carried with the. I took paracetamol actually and slept. Guys, I couldn't sleep. Like I could not sleep that night. I was just turning from one side of the bed to the other side of the bed. It was so painful. Like it was so painful. For 2 straight days. For 2 straight days I was having that pain. It was really exhausting, guys. But I'm grateful to God that I'm okay now. At least someone can touch me here now and I don't have to like scream. I can only feel slight pain here now. But as at that time, gosh, my husband cannot even touch my hand. I will scream. It was too painful. It was really, really painful. Now, I mentioned that morning that I was having pains on my abdomen. So I was actually having pains on my lower abdomen. And normally, when you go to hospital visit, they'll ask you if you're having any problem. So I mentioned the pain actually, and they prescribed a particular drug for me. Not just that drug, they prescribed other drugs for me, like the multivitamin. They added the Fedex, which I've been taking before now. They added that, and they added. I don't know why they prescribed one drugs for me. I don't know why, but I decided I'm not going to take it. I'm not a fan of drugs. I'm not a fan of drugs, so I don't even know why they prescribe warm drugs. She told me it's for warm. I don't know why. So I said I'm not going to take it. So they also prescribe what they call spasmo apotel. I don't know if I got the pronunciation right here. Spasmo apotel. So they prescribe that. I googled it because in my usual way, when they prescribe a particular drug for me, I have to like Google it and find out what people are actually saying about that drug. Yeah. So I googled it and I noticed that another name for the drug is acetaminophen. Yeah. Coincidentally, the app I follow, which is What to Expect app, I think I've talked about that app on this journey before now. So that app also mentioned this drug as one of the pain relieving drug. I think it contains paracetamol from the information that I gathered. So they mentioned that people also make use of acetaminophen. They also make use of it to, relieve the pain of abdominal, abdominal cramp. I still decided not to take it because I feel okay. Since I read up about this, um, since I read up about this very pain, and they said it's a normal pain that pregnant women feel during the second trimester, right? They call it round ligament pain. The information I found, they said that this pain happens when pelvic ligaments supporting your uterus start to soften and stretch. All right, the pelvic ligaments supporting your uterus start to soften and stretch. So this is basically the cause of round ligament pain. Okay, now what can actually trigger it is sudden movement. Sudden movement can trigger round ligament pain. Like when you decide to get up suddenly, or sit down suddenly, or change your position on bed suddenly, or cough, or laugh out so loud. So these are the triggers, the thing that can trigger round ligament pain. Even as I'm speaking to you now, I'm feeling the pain, but it's not something that like that is so much that I cannot handle, and I'll now start taking drugs. Recently, since I got pregnant, I've really been more scared of drugs. So I don't even trust anybody when it comes to recommending drugs for me. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to say that. So imagine when a health practitioner prescribes drugs for me, and I'll still have to go ahead and research about it to know what people are saying about the drugs. You can say I have trust issues. I have trust issues when it comes to like taking drugs at this point in time. So yeah, that is it about the round ligament pain. So I actually decided I'm not going to take that drug that was prescribed. So the only thing is I'm going to take it easy with my movement. Of course, when I was reading what's it called, the what to expect app, one of the information they dropped on the site uh, for this period, the second trimester, is that especially week 18. Yeah, guys, we are currently on week 18. I've told you that before, right? Like, this is the last day of week 18 for us. Yeah. So by tomorrow, by God's grace, we should be entering week 19. So one of the information that they dropped is that you take it easy at this very stage because it looks like your body is getting weak, your body is getting ready for delivery. Yeah, it's getting ready for the delivery. So your bones are getting weak. Do you understand? So you have to take it easy. Another thing, guys, is my tummy is growing so big. Yeah, my tummy is growing so big. I did not realize it until yesterday that I had to look at myself closer at the mirror. You know that everybody in church is now calling me Mama Ejima. I don't even know how everybody got to know. Like I was everywhere you go, Mama Ejima. Everywhere you go, take it easy. Oh. Everywhere you go, be careful. Oh. Everywhere. Like what I'm just saying, my tummy is just getting so big. Yeah, it's getting so big. And the pampering. Hey God. Like yesterday, uh, and my husband had to go visit my brother-in-law's house early because they'll be cooking and to know one or two things we are going to help out with. So we were at the kitchen, should I put it that way? We were cooking. My pastor's wife was also there, and other women were there. I'll bend down. They say, "Don't bend down." I'll God, I don't want to laugh out so loud. I don't want to laugh out so loud. They say, "Don't bend down. No, go and sit down." At the point, I was not like, "Is it that I shouldn't like? I should just go and sit down. I should not move around. I should not. I don't understand this pampering. Everything you do, it's not like that. That you should be doing it. Hey, be careful. You know, my sister-in-law's mother, when I went downstairs to pick up something, she'd be like, "Hey, if you do, you eat oh." That kind of thing. Like when I asked her when I told her that I want to get to my house, that I will be back, she was like, "When you go to home, sleep oh, sleep before you come back." Jesus, like the pampering was just, it was just so much. They were just pampering me up and down. So they don't allow me to do much. If I want to come close to the fire, they'll tell me to go and sit down. So the pampering was just it was just too much. But it's just funny that they don't want me to do like things like, although I've heard that before, things like bending and all that. So but yeah, it's just official. Everybody knows that I'm pregnant. And guys, seriously, we are not ready. We are not ready for this weight gain. We are not ready. There was this lace that I wore on our Women's Day celebration in August. I decided to wear it yesterday. My husband could not button it. So we were not prepared, guys. We were not prepared ahead of time for this weight gain and the fact that my all my clothes, okay, all my clothes won't be able to fit in. Almost all of them. It's just few of my clothes that could fit in now. Almost all my clothes could not only fit in. So we are not actually prepared for this. That is the truth. We were not prepared for this. But we give God all the glory. Yeah, give God all the glory. So I'll be rounding up now. Another New thing that I observed concerning changes in my body is that I observed that my navel button is getting dark. Yeah, my navel button is getting dark, and I also observed that my nipple is getting bigger. Yeah, I observed that. That's not the size of my nipple before. My nipple is getting bigger and darker. So this point, how do I put it, the new changes that I've observed on my body, plus the obvious weight gain, guys. The obvious weight gain. I think that is all about today's documentary. I think that is all about today's documentary, guys. I need to go and look for something and eat, because if I end up eating before doing this video, I may not be able to do the video again. So I just thought that I should do this video first to document the story, give you guys heads up on what has happened for the past days since I went to the hospital. So yeah, I don't want this video to be too long, that it will be boring. But I do hope that you enjoyed the video anyways. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the videos and you are able to, um, learn one or two things, because this journey is not just about documenting it for documenting sake. No, I also want, because one of the things that you will notice during pregnancy is that you would want somebody to talk to. You understand? You want somebody to talk to share your experiences with, to know if this person has been in your shoes. There's that feeling that you have that, okay, this thing that this is my feelings, like it is valid. This feeling is valid. Other people has felt this way. It will give you that comfort that, okay, this is just normal. This is normal. This is a normal experience that you need to have. Do you understand? So part of the reason why I'm documenting this is, when I finally release this in future, other women who are going to be in these shoes tomorrow, okay, they get to listen to it and know that, okay, it's perfectly okay to feel this way, and probably learn one or two things on how to manage whatever it is that they're experiencing. Yeah, guys, it's okay for you to talk to someone. Yeah, it's okay for you to talk to someone. If you have someone that you trust, that you can talk to, please talk to the person about your experiences. Sometimes you feel in a setting where I just want to rant about it. You just need someone to talk to about it. Yeah, my husband was doing a very great job. He has been doing a very great job, but you know, I still needed someone who has, experienced this very journey before me to, share how I feel, get to hear the person's opinion. Even though some of their opinions, you don't have to take the opinion that they share, but at least you have that, I don't know how to put it. You know that, okay, someone has once felt this way. Or in cases where the person has not felt that way, you can mention it to a medical doctor, a medical practitioner, your nurse, or whoever and you get their opinion on how you are feeling. If it is something to take drugs, you take drugs. If it's something to take enough rest, you take enough rest. But my point is just, it is okay for you to talk to someone, but it has to be someone that you are comfortable with. Okay, someone that you trust. Okay, all right, guys. This is the end of this video. My throat is getting dry and I'm hungry, obviously. So I'm going to be seeing you guys next time. Take care. Bye.